Welcome to the shit.
This week in Shooting the Shit, John Boehner.
Forcing himself on America.
Aljazeera.
We can't spell it either.
Technology.
The war has begun.
This is Shooting the Shit.
Shut up. So I want to start off by apologizing. We haven't really posted in a while. Reason being, I had my gallbladder taken out so I could be lighter when I fight. No, but seriously, I did have my gallbladder taken out. I had a big stone, and so they went in and crawled around on my insides and took it out. And that left me out of commission for a couple weeks. But I'm back, I'm better, everything went well.
First up on the shitter, Boehner's Boner.
John Boehner tried to introduce a bill into the House of Representatives that says that most rape no longer counts.
What constitutes, therapy and medical coverage, so that drug-induced rape and status or quid pro quo-induced rape no longer gives any support.
Because I always knew that John Boehner had it in him. I just figured he would wait a little while before letting us know what a terrible, terrible person he really is.
Really, I mean, when you see him sitting behind the president in a press conference or one of those little State of the Union addresses, and he's sitting there with that weirdly fake tanned face, you gotta look at me like you think that dude does some weird shit to women.
It's like his first day in
Yes.
office. Still got his briefcase in his hand, just no more rape.
Yeah, and everybody else in the office would be like, he just like, why did he kick in the door? But yeah, but no rape. That's good. I like that. We should try and stop rape. We should put some federal funding to stop it.
Funding, exactly. No more rape funding.
Wait, what do you mean no rape funding?
Rape really is only rape if he's got like a mask and a knife. He's like, I'm gonna rape you.
Right, but like, what happens if the dude gives some drugs in the girl's drink?
No. She shouldn't have been out drinking.
But what happens if like her boss is like, do this with your
How bad do you really want the promotion?
Wow, there's just nothing to say to that.
Exactly.
Now, this would make sense, not that it would ever make sense, but I could understand it if it was coming from somebody like Senator Chuck Grassley. First of all, Chuck Grassley's actually a velociraptor.
Valid point.
Second of all, he was born in 17-something. He's been in office since 1824. So pretty much, he's like a teacher with tenure. Just kind of shows up and he's like, we should give white people twice the vote. And everybody's like,
why? Tenure.
Tenure.
I feel like he throws his tenure smoke bomb.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tenure.
Tenure. And when the smoke clears, he's gone. There's a little bill there giving white people twice the vote. And then he's off playing golf in his office, which is actually a golf course because he's got enough time in that he's done that.
But John Boehner, this is... like, he's really blowing his load early.
The ink on the paper when you sign, like, you are now senator, and then he signs his name, the ink's so wet still that if he comes in and he's like, rape shouldn't count. What? You think that? And then just wipe his name. Just, and then it's gone. He's no longer a senator. What kind of balls?
Brass ones. Next up, for those of you with Twitter accounts, you will have noticed it, that on Twitter there was a trending topic, Demand Aljazeera. And I think it's interesting that Twitter decided to promote this. Aljazeera is a Middle Eastern news network. Basically, because of their really good coverage in on the whole situation in Cairo, Aljazeera is basically taking this as now their stance to be like, well, fuck, you guys should have Aljazeera in America.
Aljazeera isn't a terrorist anything. They're a news group. Saying that Aljazeera is terrorist is like saying that Fox is from the South because most Southerners watch it. It's nothing like that. They're just a news channel. I mean, yeah, they show footage of terrorist activity, but so does Fox.
Fox showed the Nick Berg beheading.
Yeah.
You would think it would kind of be a good move, though, because then we'd know what they're watching.
Exactly. That's what I think. It's more information. And information is never a bad thing.
I don't really know about you, but when I hear Aljazeera, I just think of a Canadian guy deciding where he's going to ejaculate. Like, Aljazeera, eh?
No. Nobody thinks that.
I know you guys are thinking that there's some kind of big news story involved with our technology intro, but it's not. What happened was I dropped my terabyte hard drive and broke it, and it doesn't work anymore, so I decided to break it more.
I mean, like, that must have been a full... How much was in the hard drive?
It was full. I had, like, out of 1 terabyte, I had, like, 7 megs left. So our question for you this week, how do you feel about an American version of Aljazeera News Network?
And, of course, as always, if you have something you'd like us to talk about, please leave it in the comment or video response. This has been Shooting the Shit with me and that guy.